Well, I feel like their draft is better. If they had Ember or a Storm, I think TNC's draft would be much better. But with recent nerfs to Beast, T1 for me.
Oh, so you're the kind of guy that hides behind his teammates.
No, I don't hide behind my teammates.
Okay.
I show up with my...
Sure, you can make it sound however you want.
When they made Voltron, they weren't hiding behind their teams. They worked as them.
Of course.
Cool sprays. Viscous Nasal Goo starting to stack. They've got the Earth Spike from Boomy and should have First Blood.
And his goo is so strong, number one.
Just a matter of time. Quill and a right click.
Easy.
Gabby's got himself.
And the slow ring now up to boot as well. Top lane meta has been used. He has to be careful in the Elder Titan.
White
Gone also.
Down.
Disarm proc. Oh, he gets it.
So gets the early disarm. The enchant to slow him up. The impetus shots feel so heavy.
His lane's putting in work. And he found another. He found a tomato now. It's running out in 20 though. If you want to go, you gotta go now.
Got the Hellbear Smash where they'll get the disarm. They'll look to get the kill on a Whitemon. First impetus shot, looking for the sleep. Just sleep up the Hellbear Smasher. Bach a little low. They've used the meta. 23 might just die though for the Thunderclap.
Wow.
Whoa. That's... I would say that's worth it.
So either way, he's gonna be farming quite well. Elder Titan in trouble again, potentially. Swashbuckle on 2. 1.
Ooh, Swashbuckle slept with the impetus shot and
dead
there's
again.
The kill. Wow, Tims is getting a lot out of this Enchantress. He'll go into the Nature's Attendants. I still want to see him put a lot of focus and attention to the impetus shots. Earth Spike, Quills, right clicks, and Zephyr gets the kill on a Gabby before he dies to Boomy.
But no stacks anyway, so joke's on you. We weren't even trying to make ancient stacks.
Wait up.
I believe the Radiant Observer probably...
They did. 100%. And TB dead again?
Yeah.
Wow.
23 going down once again.
The creep cannon from behind, stomped him. Disarm proc, Emperor's damage. They have the Dragon Knight initiation with the Blink Dagger. Centaur is really tanky in the front lines. The early game is not the strongest.
Yeah, problem is though, they're getting pretty far behind. Oh god.
Don't want to be losing that one.
That got spotted. Now the enchant. On to 23. They got the disarm.
They have to roll.
And they have the Rolling Thunder. They have an impetus shot coming in. Rolling Thunder hits once. He needs to try and turn himself around. They've got themselves the sweep. 23. I don't know if he gets out of this. They've got enchant in just 6 seconds. They're looking for the save with the disruption. They'll get it. The Swashbuckle hits on a Zephyr. And Earth Spike on the right time gets both. And 23 drops. Zephyr looking likely to fall too. But there's the Dragon Tail coming in from Karl. Bach on the run. Whitemon here. Tims, he would like to save him, but he can't. Boomy also died to 23. Ends up being a 2-for-1, but you do lose your Terrorblade. Is
TB.
how farm Zephyr is.
They're smoking to the TB. Oh, he didn't pop the smoke. Oh, he was on the edge.
And now it's going to be Primal Roar. They've got that to set up.
And another.
Hex, Earth Spike, all ready to go. No chance he gets out of this one. They get the kill to 23 for what is now the 4th time.
Still kill him super fast.
Kill him super fast 14 minutes into the game.
And ML takes it. Bristleback doesn't think he will be in danger of dying, and I agree with that. They're smoking in from the long way though. SD. Oh, he might be out of position here.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
They just gave away the ward.
23. He's caught again.
Oh,
Very dead.
It was such good movement by TNC. All the way around.
Wait up.
Like he dodged the Dragon Tail with a blink. But there's no way there's reaction. That's like, no, I won't believe it.
Dire's
No one faster than me.
has been killed.
Well, not only in Dota, but...
TP. Over and Whitemon. Primal Roar. They've got the Hex onto the Shadow Demon to Zephyr. They'll catch both. Easy 1-2 gut punch. Finger used again by Boomy. That's his 3rd stack.
That was a level 2 finger, so way less cooldown. I don't know what they're thinking here, what they're reading into, but they're not aware at all. And you can already see the map movement. They're like, ah, damn it. And now they walk towards the mid lane. Just gonna make sure you use your active abilities. And now they're knocking on the high ground. What's the defense? What can you do?
Thinking about going into the Rolling Thunder.
It's a lot of damage under the tower. Stun on the DK, but Soul
Gabby
catcher.
moving forward. They've got the Rolling Thunder as well as the blink that's going to hit into Karl. Pops the BKB. They've got the finger going out into Zephyr. They'll get the kill to the Shadow Demon, who buys back immediately. 23 comes over with the meta. He'll put his attention on the Tims for a second. Rolling Thunder still bouncing these heroes into the air. The Swashbuckle disarming Whitemon. The look over at Cuckoo. They've got this disruption to keep him alive. They're still chasing. Meanwhile, Bach on the other side of the fight. He'll survive. Swashbuckle over again. Hits on 23. They got the double kill. They killed off Cuckoo. They'll get the kill to Zephyr. So Zephyr ball back once in this fight. Gabby eats the cheese. Back to full health, full mana. And they should be able to keep it going on the high ground.
He didn't even have to eat that cheese. He just did it for semantics.
Hex 23 in trouble. Spike to follow it up. Wait from Karl into danger. They've also got the sweep onto Gabby, but it's just not enough damage. They're starting to take away the mana from Cuckoo. They've got Gabby moving forward. There's the Dragon Tail. Shield crash right on top of the Centaur. They pushed him all the way back into their base.
Savage tried to kill the Eng out of all heroes.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that. Just not right-clicking at all.
If they go high ground very soon, it's going to be problematic. Like, he's 1k gold away from the Silver Edge. Alright, so
Tier 3 gun.
round 2, let's go.
Hairball, blink, hoof stomp coming through. Decent amount of damage on the Gabby, but it's not going to be enough. They've got the Air Splitter coming through as well as, well, the Solar Crest, but that gets reflected. Rolling Thunder bouncing around from Bach. Right clicks coming in from the Enchantress that are starting to tick away at these heroes on T1. Tims feels confident enough to be moving near the tier 4s. Blink, hoof stomp, double edge, and then that right click. Can't get onto this Enchantress. Tims just doesn't take damage.
Yeah, wait the tanky.
Spike, Amuku. They're going to try and get the kill onto the Centaur. They've got the finger to follow it up, but it's not enough damage with the Stampede being used. With BKBs coming around the horn, they look over at Armel. He might die here. Has his BKB pop, and he's getting focused by Karl. Save for a moment. Whitemon wants the right click. 23 the one who gets the kill. He's gone for 73, but they lose the Shadow Demon as well as the Elder Titan still. Focusing Tims. 23, that might not be the way to go about this. They've got the Lotus Orb on the Gabby, and 23, he's disarmed. 23, he's in trouble. 23, he is dead. Triple kill for Gabby. He'll look for the Ultra, and he won't find it because Bach gets the kill. They're back in their base. Karl, he can only just watch as the rest of the team is dead, and TNC will ravage the base.
And Karl's getting the mass tips. He got a lot of tips against Boom already. But yeah, there's no way to win this game at this point unless they die Fountain, which TNC.
Which even then, I don't even know if they die.
Maybe Bristol just kills everybody. But by the time they reach the fight, it's going to be half duration already.
Yeah, and this Roche's Refresher Shard.
More importantly, I mean, they're all running. It's super obvious that they're coming.
Yeah, they're on their way. They're going after Tims once again. Can they even get the kill on this Enchantress? The damage, the break, it's all there with the Nature's Attendants. Tims will finally die. The BKB gets popped by Armel. They actually don't have Tims for 43 seconds. With the Metamorphosis from 23, he's onto the high ground, looking over the Beastmaster, but now the Primal Roar, they've got the stun, the blink, as well as the hook stop. The finger comes out and he kills Cuckoo. Boomy blowing up the Centaur. Armel is gone. He's got no buyback, but DK's in too deep. Karl now trying to run from this Bristle, who is putting out a lot of Viscous Nasal, who is a lot of close sprays, and the base is also dying. He has to TP back after the sweep hits from the Elder Titan, as they have lost one tier 4 and they are forced to glyph.
And still not GGing out. T1 very...
Oh, Karl just got 10-man tipped.
Again, yeah. This is the second time. Ha ha ha. I don't think you can be too happy with this.
And Gabby's just in, takes the tier 4. They'll look over at 23. The throne is available to take. Whitemon looking for the sweep onto these creeps. Try and slow that down as much as he can. He's got the Centaur held back in a second, but they've got themselves the air spike. They look over at 23, who looks like he won't be able to get any Sunder off as it's not available, and Gabby will run into the base. He might even run into the throne. They'll finally call GG, and TNC will take game number 1.
They got demolished.
Yeah. So you didn't have to change your prediction.
I feel like T1 have got a really good draft, but TNC are just performing better, and until T1 wins, I'll be going with TNC.
All you want as PL from this lane is get level 6 somewhat unscathed, and then you just go to the jungle, farm there. We'll see if he chooses to go into the hood.
Ooh, land the impale from the high ground,
but no follow.
but nothing doing.
They just want to take the runes away.
Ooh, Spike Carapace, all right, Fire Snap Cookie. Now Zephyr's caught. He might just be first blood. They've got the Lightning Storm trying to get that last hit.
Wow.
Salve used, he's still dead.
How much damage was that? His right did like 80 damage per hit.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if he went the other way around. Hood into the defusal, or even, I would hope, maybe a hood at some point, right?
I mean, hood is super value. They have Snap, Rubik, Tiny, and Lash. So hood would be pretty game-winning item potentially even.
Is it all right if it's on the Timber? Ooh,
Pulse
Nova,
Nova.
23 on the run. Hex. That might keep 23 alive, but Armel's so fast.
Why is he so fast? The wind
Already
blaze?
moving at 390, trying to chase 23, and he's dead. Whitemon drops too.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. In this case, like his friends to get more money, just like you would do in war.
Or are they
Sense.
neutrals?
Neutrals, yep.
Static Link, Eye of the Storm. Boomy, he'll die to the plasma field.
Armel's dead too.
Turn around on Armel, who gets stunned. Spike Carapace. What? Oh, the stun! Does he have enough to kill Karl? Almost. Fade Bolt's there anyway.
The neutral creeps actually sabotaging the Razor so much. The Eye of the Storm hit exclusively neutral creeps.
So they have the defusal. So maybe they'll set up for something more.
PL is still big. That is the saving grace right now.
Smoke's gonna get broken here. 23 needs to be careful. Avalanche toss, he got him. Doppelganger on the run. Fade Bolt there. 23 just gets knocked out.
Dire's middle tower.
This Roche will die fast if they don't
Yeah,
respond.
they need to really get here. And the problem is they've got a sentry ward right outside the pit. So even if he steps over, he might get spotted.
They're not aware at all.
Yeah, Spike Carapace walks in, walks out. Spike Carapace hits onto the Leshrac as well as this Bristle, but they put down another sentry. Zephyr in trouble, gets out of the range of it. Firesnap Cookie sends Gabby back.
Roche is
They need to
getting
make
low.
something happen. Timber Chain over. Roche is low. This might actually work out well for T1 if they can clean up these heroes, but the Mortimer's Kisses come down to the Cuckoo, and now they'll focus their attention on the Tims. 23 trying to get in, but he never makes the move fully through. They'll use that finger to blow up one. They'll buy back on the Rubik. They take out Boomy. They look over at Baku's out of mana, and they'll also steal the Static Link.
The thing is, you already made quite a lot of impact happen because you killed a bunch of heroes. Some heroes had to buy back. So giving up the Roche wouldn't be the worst, but they're still trying to fight for it either way.
Roche starting to heal up, 1700 health. Now 1500. There they go, back into the pit.
Tough position to be in. 700,
Chakram,
500.
Timber Chain, who's gonna pick it up? Aegis snatched by Cuckoo! He's got it! There's Zero Spike coming through, and they've got another summon. The impale landing on both Gabby as well as Bach. This Timbersaw doing a lot here. They get the kill on Armel. They'll take out Boomy. Two heroes down on the side of TNC. They'll focus their attention on the Gabby. 23 moving in. He's got the Doppelganger with the help from the rest of the team, and they should be able to take out the Tiny and look for more. Bach on the run. Cuckoo trying to maintain that Aegis. They've got the impale. They have the lockdown confirmed, and they'll get the kill confirmed too. Triple kill for Cuckoo, and that's T1 taking a driver's seat in this game.
And now they're going to steal all the Ancients as well.
It's been a while since the Rubik's felt massively impactful.
It really has been.
And this is a hero that used to get first picked and
Yeah,
do so much. So they have a Blink Dagger.
they're ready to
Oh,
fight
going for
it
the
out.
bounty. Smoke gets broken. There's the Avalanche, but the Hex comes through. Gabby in trouble. Minus armor. Yule's up in the air. Finger takes out Boomy, but they'll still lose Karl. 23 moving in, trying to get the damage out. Pulse Nova doing a lot of damage onto 23. He needs to be careful. They get the kill on Whitemon. They'll get the kill on Armel. They'll end up trading 2 for 2. Chakram coming out from the Rubik. They still want to go for this. Avalanche, Doppelganger onto the low grab with the 2-man Impale. Cuckoo maintaining his ground. The stolen Impale hits on 2. Down goes Zephyr. They'll take out the Aegis. 23 back into the fight, but he's not dealing with a lot of health here. Doppelganger now starting to run. The attention from Cuckoo goes out onto Tims. Tims is out of mana. He's got a full staff, but the Chakram, there it is to get the kill. Ends up being a 3 for 3.
Yeah, so it goes the other way.
Yeah.
Then if Patch hooks you and you hook him,
You mean the middle.
well, not really, because you would go to Patch either way,
Need
right?
that punch.
Yeah.
Hex out, Chakram right on top. They're trying to catch him. They've got the Spike Carapace. They'll get in
Damage.
front of him, but the Avalanche toss, the Mortimer's Kisses all coming through. They get the kill to Karl. He's dead immediately. They'll take out Bach. He'll buy back. He's got a T1 to go to. Doppelganger away from 23. They're trying to get the kill on the Cuckoo, and they'll chase. He should be dead to rights. I say that, though, and he's got Timber Chain to get him to the high
No
ground.
lift.
And he is gone. Dead to rights only matters if you can kill.
Leshrac, now this is a power spike. BKB picked up. He has the whip to stick onto targets. The question is just, does he have enough damage through all these hoods?
4 of them. Just...
Gabby,
Gabby finds Karl. Avalanche stuns up 2. He's going to try and run.
2.
Plasma Fielder. Spike lands. They have caught Gabby.
Give him the finger.
Tipped Gabby, and they will give him the finger as they put him in the grave.
Now, Karl's been very tip happy in all of the games. Maybe still in the mindset he's like mid. Oh, good farm priority eventually.
Yeah. BKB picked up here for the Razor. That'll be delivered. Karl.
Now he's going to be very survivable. Has a haste as well.
They might even just want to go. Impale comes out.
taking so
Armel in
much
trouble.
damage.
Earth Spike Plasma Field. There's the kill on Armel.
And this is why Nyx is so problematic for.
Heals up into the air onto this Rubik. They're
Okay,
draining his mana, telekinesis, throwing him over to the side. 2-man stun, Fire Snap Cookie. This is falling apart. Boomy's gonna die too. And they're right on top of the bristle. They've got the Hex, and they'll get the kill. 4 heroes out of the side of TNC T1. They will continue to move forward and march their way down mid.
This might just be one of those slow bleed out games, you know? The game is not just over yet. Slowly and slowly.
Kisses, Avalanche toss. Trying to make this happen with the BKB pop by Gabby. Karl down to about half health. The right click's coming in with the Plasma Field. It looks like they'll get the kill at least onto the Razor. And now they've got the Whirling Death. They've got the lift on a Cuckoo. They'll get the kill on the 2. Sending some illusions over. And this is good timing. This is right when Roche is supposed to be back up. Got the Sentry as well as the Observer. They'll send the illusions forward.
They need to fight for it.
They need to try and make their way into the pit.
Lash is out of
23.
mana completely.
They'll go over. 23 looking for the jump. Spirit Lance doing a lot here, trying to deter them. Gabby may be looking for the move, but he can't get on top of 23. They'll throw the Avalanche over the pit. They've got the Earth Spike on a 1. Roach is about to go down, and they'll get the Aegis onto Gabby. They do nothing about it.
Shot as well.
They just left it.
Most certainly agree with that.
For a team that likes playing high risk and staying too long, there at Roche, I felt like there was no attempt.
Yeah. Just like that. Oh, wait. Hold that thought, Timbersaw.
Telekinesis, they're right on top. They've got Gabby here. Avalanche, she's in enough damage. He's got that hood. Now, split Earth and the toss. Cuckoo
What a
Timber Chains away.
damage!
Whirling Death doing so much. Boomy's just dead. The
basically
illusions
killed
do
him.
so much.
He took 4 heals to half health with 1 combo.
Yeah, Timber Chain back over. Chakram slows down Bach for a moment. The Spirit Lance bounces over to Gabby. That's a big issue. They've got the Avalanche as well as the toss. It's out on the 23. They'll throw the finger. Can they get the first life out of his hands? Yes, they can. Telekinesis sets out under the Razor, but they're right up onto Gabby, who really needs to find his way out with the BKB. He'll try to TP. The damage isn't there, and he'll get out, but the Aegis has already been used.
I guess then you will never, ever be close to dying. But do you need to double down on that, or can you just afford to get more damage?
Oh, go for it.
Go for the heart?
Yeah.
All
Never,
right.
ever.
Never, ever, ever know.
Getting low at all. Link, Impale, Fable, Telekinesis all coming through onto Karl. They've got the Split Earth and Fire Snap Cookie that suns up 3. They've got the BKB coming out from Gabby. Avalanche toss comes through. They get the kill into Boomy though. They take him to the Sapphire. They end up trading for Zephyr. On the high ground is Cuckoo. He's going to try and Timber Chain away, and that's exactly what he does. Chakram right on top of Armel as they look over now at Bach. He's in trouble. Surrounded. Help from Tim's. Doppelganger. 23 is not going to make the move in just yet. He'll send the illusions out as well as the Spirit Lance that bounces all the way over to
Again?
Tim's, and it should do it again, and it might even kill Tim's. Tim's on the run. There's the finger for the stack. They've got themselves the Earth Spike that lands on a Bach. He has no mana to work with and no health to work with, so he's dead too. 3 heroes gone. Gabby stuck in the pit and surrounded by the T1 side. He is a rock that will soon crumble, and it will crumble to 23.
I'm not doubting this item build anymore. So they don't really have burst damage, and they definitely don't have sustained damage to kill this PL anymore. I feel like at this point he could almost 1v5. Sounds harsh, but reality is often disappointing.
Bach. Spike Carapace, and recognizing that they have the Sentry Ward down because they steal the Spike Carapace. They'll move in with the Chakram. Bach maybe looking to fight here. Dangerous decision that they might have to make. Karl moving forward. Bach in trouble. Now on the run, forced to pop the BKB.
Run. Castle on the prowl.
They
Boomy
find
caught out.
Boomy. Poor staff not far enough away. Spirit Lance is there. Boomy ends up dead to 23. They're going to continue for more. These Spirit Lances being thrown out. Karl maintaining the front line. So is Cuckoo. They're right on top of Tim's. They get the kill to the Rubik. He's going to buy back. And now, with that buyback, they'll try to turn. They had Gabby on the back lines. Take out Whitemon. He's got buyback too. BKB TP out from Gabby, but they're still on the high ground. Blade Mail pop. Bach Now, turning his back, but he doesn't have that BKB available. Avalanche, toss.
Not even close.
Bloodstone popped, and now the turnaround. Actually, they threw him right into Armel, so he gets the Whirling Death off. Armel sitting a little bit low. He's got the BKB, but there's the Doppelganger. 23 not dealing with a lot of mana here. They might just back up and leave, but 23 gets another kill on a Tim with the illusions, and he's dead for 75, considering the fact that he already bought back in this fight. Give it a Whitemon. Supports need the love, too.
I think Timber's going to take it.
I think the PL's going to take it. He takes everything. Oh, they gave it to Karl.
I mean, I commend the fighting spirit of TNC, you know? But not every superhero movie ends with the heroes winning.
Would this would have been a good Ags game for Shrek? The nihilism with the turning the ethereal and all that. Oh, gobble up, spit out, Avalanche as well as the toss going after Whitemon, but he's going to survive. The Mortimer's Kiss is coming through, and they're not going to land with the BKBs being popped all around the horn. They look over at Bach. Actually, they don't even care about Bach. They'll get the kill to Armel, Bach as well as Tims. They weren't focusing on the Bristle at all. Gabby drops, 4 heroes dead, and now on the Boomy, full team white in favor of T1. They'll call GG, and they'll even the series at 1 apiece.
I felt, though, as it was over like 20 minutes ago already.
Yeah, it became just a one-sided affair, and it's off that first fight, I would say, at the Roche pit.
Man, I literally can't go with TNC this game. I'm going to go with T1. I don't believe in the safe lane OD. I think Beastmaster has been nerfed. Storm was always good against him because you get a lot of farm, you get that Orchid, you can jump him.
But again, we've seen in the past, TNC is prone to outplaying quite a bit. So as you can outplay T1, we're all good. Arrow.
And arrow lands.
And dead.
Cuckoo should be dead, but
maybe
gets the timber chain, the right clicks, one more.
Nice.
There it is for Gabby. He was really soaking that in. Not really doing much except getting the courier. That's fine.
Double snake.
Oh.
Good mana back. Arrow.
They got the arrow.
He got hammer.
Yeah, and the sanities. That's good. That recovers.
Oh, he still dies, and he gets the chance to tip back as well.
Yeah, that's a big recovery. Zephyr gonna die here. 3-0 for TNC early on.
Already have 1k, soon to be 2k.
So they are starting to farm their way back into it.
Yep. Dota is still uncontested.
Yeah, and that's really big here for them. Fire Snap, Cookie, Arrow, follow that up, and now they'll get the kill onto Zephyr. We're not really seeing the best performance from this Enchantress. Shockwave thrown, they've got the Vortex, Scatter Blast. Karl struggling to get this kill, but finally will finish off Boomy. That's a kill that'll push him closer and closer to the Orchid. I don't know, Enchantress does have the Medallion close to the Solar Crest, so that could definitely help out.
The only question mark for me this game is the Timber, so how much of an impact he will have. He farmed his way.
Vortex, Moonlight Shadow, but they have the finger as well as your Spike Sentry down to spot him. Radaveto spot before he died. Yeah, you're getting so much farm on the Medusa.
And Storm.
Yeah.
Almost has his Kaya done now.
Yeah, Storm isn't exactly snowballing, but TNC aren't pulling away where it's, I think, going to be that big of a difference. Arrow, Rupture, Blood Right, all through. Meteor Hammer was already used. We've got the right clicks coming in, and eventually Cuckoo will run himself out. Dropping the Sanities, Zephyr surviving, 23 on the front lines. Now they've got the Primal Roar. This is an interesting spot for 23 to be in with ball lightning from Karl missing. Mortimer's Kisses is out. He X's in America's Got Talent, or any, insert country's got talent.
I have talent. Sometimes.
I agree.
Thank you.
Psychic Headband there for the line.
Are they going to get the first offensive Astral off since the pickup? Yes!
Yeah, they finally got it, but he gets turned to stone. So again, how are you going to get this Meteor Hammer off with the BKB getting popped on Gabby? And they've got the Rupture again onto Cuckoo, which keeps him out of the fight, but they've had the Electric Vortex. The damage coming in from Zephyr as well as the Stone Gaze. One more shot needed to get the kill there on a Bach, and they'll take out the Bloodseeker. They'll look for more. Cuckoo no longer ruptured. Primal Roar with the arrow.
I mean,
Axes. You can't even set up the Astral Meteor Hammer anymore. It's just a hard counter.
Nothing you can do. They did that to themselves.
Blink X coming through, out onto Gabby. in a lot of trouble. They got the Earth Spike to follow it up. They'll have the finger there. Ball Lightning, Karl, can he get the control? There's the Astro as well as the Sanities. It takes out Whitemon. It's only one hero dead with the Mortimer's Kisses flying across them, but Gabby's dead. They've got no Bach. Timber Chain over from Cuckoo, looking after Boomy. As the axes fly in, 9 stacks out onto the Timber. Fire Snap Cookie getting away. Armel on the run.
Butterfly now. Another DD bottled up. Who did you pay? How much did you pay Gaben, sir?
His last battle pass was level 10,000.
Fair.
Are scanning.
That's when you get all the double damage. Rupture reflected. That's a big problem for the Bloodseeker. Earth Spike comes in. They've got the Electric Vortex that goes through onto Gabby. They use the Stone Gaze. They focus their attention onto Boomy. Mortimer's Kisses don't do enough. Oh, Whitemon just surviving. He may even get hit on the backlines. No, he'll survive. Moonlight Shadow gets committed. And still no casualties. Looking for the Primal Roar, but Ball Lightning away, back in. Armel forced to pop the BKB. He's looking for a Roar, and he can't find a target. He doesn't feel comfortable using it.
Medusa's low in mana. One more Astro could potentially kill her.
They've
Hammer
got
up in
the
one.
stun all the way through.
It's gonna be a big hammer.
On the Beastmaster, and now they've got the Sanities. Cuckoo dies. That's only one dead. Can they find anything more? BKB got popped by Gabby. Again, it's just one kill for the Sanities.
My teacher in school always said, take out your calculators or I'll just let Dominic answer. I was like, okay. And then I get it right every time, of course.
Sure.
They call it a human calculator. Amongst other things.
So Roche is still up.
It is.
Astro Prism reflected with the Lotus Orb. Arrow connects, but it's onto the Timber. They've got themselves the Astro Prism once again that turns Gabby to stone.
He just can't play it, getting Astro by himself, and then
Mortimer's Kisses.
and he saves him with the Astro.
And yeah, saves him with the Astro, looking for the Meteor Hammer. Mortimer's Kisses, Force Staff now. Lotus Orb trying to get away. He tries the Timber, but he doesn't survive. Whitemon dead next. T1 kind of missing an opportunity here. Ball Lightning all the way through, getting the silence as well as the Vortex. That's onto Gabby. The Fire Snap Cookie gets some distance, and they've got the Primal Roar that's onto the Medusa, but they're not doing enough damage. They finally land the arrow on top of it. Ball Lightning back, and that's to pick up a double damage for Karl. So they might make their way in. They've turned to Stone Bach as well as Armel with the Mystic Snake.
Already sitting at 4k mana.
And Gabby Sanities. There goes Zephyr. Ball Lightning, though, back into the fight. So it's Medusa and Storm against the world. They'll go after Gabby. They'll look for more. Mystic Snake. Tim's to Stone. BKB forced out. Armel now turning, throwing those axes, trying to get the blood right down onto 23. They've got the urn, but can they get the kill onto 23? It's not looking likely. They've got another Mystic Snake. Rod of Atos, another snake bounces.
Arrow?
And he's just full on mana.
If this Medusa gets Aegis and Skadi, which will have after the Roche kill, this game is all but done. Okay, they're gonna try to steal the Roche.
Vortex coming through onto Armel. They have the Chakra right on top. They just don't have the vision. Rod of Atos thrown over onto Karl. He just picked up by 23. It's Timeless Relic now for TNC.
That's good for OD, as well as Beastmaster.
Rod of Atos, blood right down, 23. Astral with the Lotus, so he astrals himself once more. Fire Snap Cookie, the lockdown is there, but
as I said, it's annoying.
Watching that health, it's not going down.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
It is annoying. Keeps going.
Ball Lightning, Vortex through, Timber Chain, and they've got the Earth Spike. They'll have the finger. They'll get the kill to Gabby. He's got no buyback. And now the Rupture gets reflected once again. They really hate this Lotus Orb. Bach, with the BKB popped, running back and back and back into his base. Can't really move forward in this situation.
Radiant's middle barracks.
Take another tier 3. They've got the Lincolns on the Storm. Rod of Atos. Flicker once again. Arrow missing thanks to the Flicker. Axes are stacking, but axes don't feel like they're doing enough.
Yeah, Flicker also takes off all the axe taxes, so.
Illusion.
Flicker once again. Just standing their ground, looking for the tier 3. Some right clicks out on a Bach for a second. There goes the final tier 3. They've got themselves the Ball Lightning as well as the Vortex to follow that up with an Earth Spike, but the Primal Roar comes out on the Whitemon. They get the kill on the Lion. Stone Gaze used, right clicks in, OG low, killed off by Cuckoo, buys back into the game, and they will try and run the Mirana out, but he dies to Zephyr. The right click damage from the Impetus. The BKB is not going to do enough here. They've got Karl locking down Armel. He's got buyback. Question is, will he even use it? The answer to that is yes, but they've already lost the Bloodseeker, who doesn't have buyback, so it's a 3v5 situation, and not looking like a good one as they set up here for Megas.
Tip me, please.
Karl asking for the tips. I want to say that originated against Boom when they were up heavily, and then Karl tipped them, and then they lost.
But why does TNC tip him then?
Yeah, because everybody in Southeast Asia is tipping Karl.
Oh, it's a triple snake. It's a big stone.
Triple snake. Now they've got the primal roar, but it doesn't look like it's going to do anything because the fact that Kuku's just standing his ground, and GG will be
like
called.
TNC just kind of lost. They didn't try to do anything around the map.